What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your favorite Pokemon commentator, narrator, however you want to say it, the Crowbar, and I have a pretty freaking lousy match today. I was like, I'm just going to create this incredibly random rain team, and yeah, I went on Serebii to find a match, and this is the result of said match. So I'll go ahead and go with the obvious Politoed lead. I forgot to put Focus Blast on this thing. Instead I have Hydro Pump and Surf, just in case, I don't want to take a risk. I predict a Grass move, and I go into Volcarona, who would 4 times resist it, but he actually just goes for the Leech Seed. And he really loves Leech Seed with this Ferrothorn. So I predict a switch out, sort of, I guess. I don't know. I go for a Quiver Dance regardless, and I guess he was predicting a fire move. That's why he went into Chandelure. And that's nice. I get a +1 special D boost, but I'm losing Leech Seed health. But I go for the 100% accurate Hurricane, and this is kind of the lousy part. I'm using a fire Pokemon in a rain team, and it learns Hurricane, which is actually a really good move, but it doesn't have Stab. There's nothing logical about this team, because I could just as easily use Dragonite and get Stab, Hurricane, and Dragon Dance, or it gets Agility too. But I might as well just use Volcarona just because it's hilarious. So I go for a Hurricane. Oh no, I go for a Bug Buzz because of Stab. And he goes for a Calm Mind, and I'm like, what? Why didn't he just Surf? It would have easily taken out my Pokemon. I don't have many special users. The only other one I have is, I believe, Excelgor, but he does have Energy Ball. Anyways, a little glitch up there, but yeah, so I go for a second Bug Buzz, because I know it's going to take it out regardless if it gets a +1 special defense boost. So that is quite nice. So he sends out Sub-Zero, his Weavile, and I was actually expecting a Fake Out, but I just go for the Bug Buzz. And he doesn't go for Fake Out or Ice Shard, but he is Focus Sashed, so I don't really know. I mean, I haven't used Weavile since 4th gen. So he lives, obviously, with his Focus Sash, and he goes for the Night Slash and takes my Volcarona down. Oh well, took out some Pokemon. So I bring out my Excelgor, and he shows that he has Ice Shard now. Yeah. So it takes out about half, just under half of my HP, and I Bug Buzz is 1 HP, and that's going to be end of Weavile. So he sends out Maze again, and I'm like, alright, I got this. I'm going to go for Focus Blast. Super effective, Excelgor, timid, does a pretty good amount of damage, and a lot of people invest more special defense into the Ferrothorns to live fire attacks, usually. So yeah, he doesn't quite kill me, it doesn't quite kill him, and he goes for the Leech Seed. I go for Focus Blast again, just cause it's super effective, and he actually switches out into Conkeldurr, who takes a Focus Blast to the face. More Leech Seed damage, he gets some of his HP back, and then he goes for a Mach Punch, despite the fact that it is neutral. It is a Conkeldurr, and that is Stab, and Excelgor doesn't really have that much good defense anyway. So I go ahead and send out Politoed because I am, in fact, Scarfed, and I go for a Hydro Pump. Sorry for the skipping around, I'm still toying with the programs, it's been a while. So that Hydro Pump takes down the Conkeldurr, and then I go for another Hydro Pump, just because I'll be able to at least 2 HKO it. Or I was hoping I could 1 KO it. But he has just a little bit of HP left, and then he goes for the T-Wave. I go for my second Hydro Pump, but I miss, and he goes for the Leech Seed, and I was like, oh crap, I don't get like Parahax and misses all the time. With this Hydro Pump, I don't really know. It's not going to be a fun thing for me. And it turns out I do get the Parahax on the second time I try to use Hydro Pump. So things are kind of looking down for me, but I still got some reliable Pokemon waiting for me. So yeah, so then I go for a third hydro pump. It skipped again on my side, so I don't know if it'll skip in the final product. But I go for that hydro pump, and I'm able to take it down. And now he has a Jolteon. I'm like, oh crap, Jolteon. I'm gonna get swept by this thing. I'm really paranoid because, um, I have Gyarados 4 times effective, and it's not fast. Like Jolteon is. But then I do remember I do have a Whiscash. Quite awesome in rain because of his Dream World ability, Hydration. He uses Hidden Power, and I'm like, oh crap, I hope he's not using Grass, and then actually he's using Ice because it's neutral. So that actually saved me. I just go for the safe Waterfall and the rain and everything like that. It doesn't quite take it down because Whiscash's base attack isn't all that great. I am adamant, but I wasn't really expecting it to take it down. Now, his last ditch move, another neutral attack from maybe get a crit or something, but it doesn't happen. And I go for the Waterfall, and the second Waterfall does take down his Jolteon, and that's going to be GG, Serebii user. And that was my pretty interesting rain team that doesn't really make any sense. Thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. It will all be greatly appreciated. And have a good day. Happy gaming.